Alright, I'm going back to the future. The game began in 1946, I think? Which was like, whoa, crazy, because normally in 1945 World War II was over. But then bad things happened, and now BJ is considerably older. Also,
Why should be made to die like this?
Yeah, also these people are dead, and he's not happy about it. So it's the future. I don't know how much of the future, except that we're still in Europe, and the Third Reich presumably is eternal. Flames, I see. We're looking for Anya. Well, that didn't work well. Good thing that years of slow recovery from brain damage haven't impaired his aim. Someday I've got to try and successfully do some stealth. I think the basic problem is that when you sneak up on someone and then, while still quite a long way away, shoot them with a gun, it kind of still breaks your cover because of the gunshots and the screams and death and so on. I wonder if I should restart this and try doing takedowns or whatever. I am out of ammunition. Yeah, you know what? Let's yep. There. Sorry, my FPS reflexes took over there. Maybe let's not. Okay, you know, whatever. We're like all-American action hero. No need to give up just because we've been shot and had years of slow recovery from brain damage. Man, it certainly goes to darker places than the original Wolfenstein 3D, which was about fighting, you know, Cyber Hitler. Oh, okay. Well, I do get a chance to practice my stealth after all. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this German either. So, I think the basic idea here is if you do takedowns, come up behind someone and middle click, then maybe that won't immediately give your position away to everyone else in the vicinity. It would be nice if when we found Anya she was alive, right? So when the screen briefly turns grey here, I think that's representing PJ's weakness. I don't know, he's sure he's doing pretty well for an invalid. They just kind of butchered everyone in the hospital here. You certainly do get the sense that these people who are portrayed as a more modernized version of the greatest evil the world has ever known, they come across as evil. I'll give them that. Mouse 3 to throw knife. Well, that seems good. So I picked up a perk. Does that mean the game has, like, skills or anything like that? Are there points? Do I have to manage some points? That doesn't seem very Wolfenstein. So I'm pretty sure this officer guy is like 8 meters away from me, and surely he's wondering about this body, but oh, he's moving further away now. Does he go left or right? I wonder. There he is. What's up? I'm not sure why he didn't notice me there. I think he kind of picked it up just at the very last second.
Shoot folks who can't defend themselves.
Wow, pretty horrible scenes. Okay, so that was stealth, and that was moderately effective. I think when you're insanely badly wounded and, you know, vastly outgunned and so on by lots and lots of people, maybe it's okay to not go in with guns blazing on every occasion. It's dubious, but there's a real possibility of it. Right, now, I want to get out of here, which probably means returning to... Gosh. I mean, I was talking earlier about how this game was kind of way more stylized than some, and not going full in on the gore and so on, and I was just incorrect about that, you know? I was just straight up incorrect. But I guess we're being given motivation here. So, like, if you wanted to know whether it was okay to fight the baddies, it clearly is in this case.
I've been here before.
It's the showers? Ooh, that takes on a whole new connotation there. How did he maintain his physical conditioning? Like, after what seemed like years of time passing. I guess they did have good nurses. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this thing. You hold down the button and then you do that. Cool. I won't bother trying to explain what I did there. It's, you know, more of an art than a skill. Armor upgrade. Always good. So, alright, I'm going to give in to some modern conventions here. I kind of assumed this would just be a sort of run and gun type game. It's a little bit more than that. I'm going to press I. Reloaded my gun, alright. So there's not like there's an inventory or something. C? P? How about ESC? Options... I've seen the letter J popping up on the screen occasionally for journal, and I've been avoiding pressing that one. How about, okay, J. Alright, collectibles. Finding an armor upgrade would add... Oh, okay, so that's good, that's what I want. I see that I'm in the Wyatt timeline, presumably because I suggested that Death's Head kill Fergus rather than Wyatt, so I guess there's multiple possible timelines to the story. Okay, yeah, there are perks straight up, but you don't have to, like, select them, you just do things. Okay, but this is actually kind of cool. Because it's like achievements, right? You have to do things, and then you get advantages afterwards. And actually this is really cool, because I can now like plan, here are some sub-goals I can try and achieve, and then I'll get permanent upgrades from them. Okay, I like this system. That fits the game. Right, so I want to throw knives from stealth for that thing. I want to kill people with a silenced handgun, not that I got one. Kill commanders from stealth, yes. Kill people in stealth in general. I also want to headshot people, overcharge a lot, kill with a handgun from stealth, I already knew about that. Oh, from cover, so cover, what is cover exactly? I have to figure out what that is. Primary fire, and of course just kill people in general. And then I will have to do some dual wielding, kill 10 people with dual wielding to unlock this perk tree. And kill multiple enemies with a grenade to unlock the explosions tree. Yeah, I haven't been too great about using the grenades so far. So it's interesting that ammo and everything were like super plentiful in that early segment of the game. And the enemies were pretty trivial to kill and so on. But, of course, we now know that was prologue. And while the past is prologue to all of our lives, am I on the way out? I think I am. Possibly it did not give me an accurate picture of what the entire rest of the game will be like, and there may be some difficult parts or whatever, so I'm re-evaluating some things. Double-barreled shotgun. I guess if I really wanted to know what all this stuff was, like cover and so on, I could do the tutorials? No. I don't think so. Oh man, these brace things that they use. Nazi SWAT, I guess. So this was quite a large hospital. The montage we got of the slow recovery kind of had B.J. Blazkowicz sitting in one room for a very, very long time, and presumably that's where he spent most of his life as it flickered past. But obviously there is more to the hospital which he was not fully familiar with. So this guy here, can I take him down? Can I take down him in any sense? I could shoot him through the glass, but that will surely draw notice. I do have weapons at this point. I could certainly go in with the guns and they could blaze and so on. Or I could do this. E. So I wonder if behind this thing I'm effectively invisible. Haha, that guy's seen the body. So we may be about to get into a firefight here. Just gonna come and look at the body, right? What if I quickly leave, though? Yeah, if I'm not in the... Oh, hello. Someone here also. Huh. Let's see just how good they are at peripheral vision. Because those mask things on their heads look bad for this purpose. Yeah, Death's Head may have made a mistake with the design of those. Hey, maxed out armor, that's good. Now let's creep around the side here. More implements of death and so on. Really, that just leaves the one guy. I could probably shoot him in the head. But, yeah, sure. Oh, no, there's another guy. Well, here's the firefight I asked for. So what is cover in this game? There isn't a formal cover mechanic, or at least I hope there isn't. But clearly if I stand behind this, I am in some sense in cover. Oh, hello. When I'm behind it and I kind of do that, then that happens. Okay, that must be what cover is. I'm guessing. So I definitely want to kill some people from this situation in order to gain tactical advantages, as yet unenumerated. Patients, nurses, they kind of all run together. So I'm assuming we'll find out at some point that the Reich was doing horrible experiments on the mental patients. Kind of a super classic Reich move, to be honest. But why do they need to destroy the place and shut it down now? Not clear. Huh, I think I've already got enough armor. Oh no, I guess I lost some in the firefighters. So this safe, can I open that? I did miss a puzzle earlier in the tutorial, so I know there are puzzles. What hello? Alright, stealth is over. What I don't know about the puzzles is whether this is one of them. I mean, maybe? It's unclear. Nice. This waste basket is just kind of on fire now. Okay. I haven't picked up any grenades yet, so this is a little bit unfortunate. Let's air quotes, take cover, un-air quotes. I'd love to actually make the air quotes, but I'm using both of my hands right now to play this game. Yeah, the upper body seems to be like the best place to shoot people generally, because if you don't get the head, you still get the heart. If you hit people on the legs, I've noticed they take a long time to go down. On the boots, the torso is kind of medium okay, but head, shoulders is all good. I don't know to what extent the game has positional tracking. The concept of headshots definitely has, at least. I'm kind of lost here. I opened a door. Right, that one. Yeah, that's where they came storming through, as it were. So, now... Oh, hello. That was Anya. Oh, man. I don't know if she's going to survive this. Hell, I don't know if I'm going to survive it, but I might as well try. Okay, you know what, I need more guns. Sometimes you just kind of gotta gun it. Oh shit! That's a goddamn... What? I guess it's not a tank, it's... What is... The hell is that big a thing? Like a drone launcher? Kind of run out of respectable weaponry here. I mean, shotguns are respectable as long as you get close. What on earth was all that? Doesn't matter, there's someone to save.
I'll get you out of here.
Ah, press E to exit level. Well, I think I better collect a lot of ammunition first. Just a ludicrous number of guns. Huh. So this is, I guess, Nazi super science. Alright, if the level's going to be about this size...
Should find Anya and get the hell away from this place.
Yes, thank you, BJ. Does he always whisper? I mean, fair enough after what he's been through. What I was going to say, this is about the right size for a sort of a video, basically, like a package of content, if you will, which I won't. So basically, I think I will end the level and then end the record. But this does put me at the mercy of cutscenes or whatever. But my goal is going to be, you know, get to the next thing, just make sure it's saved, and then get out of here. Oh dear. They hit her, but is she injured? I mean, I'm the one with serious brain damage, so we're going to be injured together, that's fine. So, where are we? That's it. Hey, she recovered enough to take the wheel. That's good. So why was... I guess he was a checkpoint guard or something.
Żołnierzem? Umiesz walczyć? Kim jesteś?
Jestem William J. Blaskowicz, Ranger, Army, USA. I'm sorry, my Polish isn't very good. Are you fit to drive?
Where to?
Oh, nice. He speaks American.
Wherever.
Yeah. He's got a point there. Like, where the hell are we going? Because if this is years later, and Nazis still run Poland, then things didn't go well. Is this Anya's grandparents? Her parents are dead, of course. What the hell? This game has characters and a plot. I've been suckered into this. Incredible. There's someone in the trunk, isn't there? Okay, this is cool. Nine. Nice try, mate. Nice eye, mate.
They grieve for their dead. Such raw sorrow. Can't partake. Mine would flood oceans. I would drown. If I let it out.
BJ is very sad.
It's 1960.
60. Holy shit.
1960.
Yes. You've stayed with us for 14 years. It's
1960.
1960.
14 years.
I have to find a way to contact the U.S. military. I gotta find my unit, let them know I'm alive and ready for duty.
There's no more war.
It's over. No more military. No.
The war ain't over. Look at all these Nazis walking around.
They won.
It's over. The Nazis rule the world now. They are everywhere. Everywhere.
What about the U.S.?
The USA, they, what's the word? Poddacie.
Surrenders.
They surrendered.
Because of the...
Maybe it was a mistranslation. Maybe they're talking about
Atom
France.
bomb.
They surrendered 12 years ago when Nazi atom bombed their country.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, then I'll find the resistance. I'll find them and I'll help them fight.
No, no, no.
No?
More resistance. Everyone is captured. If they leave, the Nazis have them. And who can say where they keep them?
Well, nothing lasts forever. I think a shower would be good about now.
I am a trained and experienced field coordinator working on behalf of Generalstrasse himself. Do you know how much misfortune you are in if you do not release me? There is no point in keeping me here.
Do you know how much misfortune I'm in if I don't end the video here? I'd end up going to bed really late.